This is Green Devil right here, guys. I have spent so long painting, repainting, doing the top. I then managed to just get some yellow paint, as you can see down there, so I've been removing that. It needs a good sand and smooth before the next layer. I was really hoping to get this one completed today, just so I could have it done. The gold one's looking really good. So this has had real gradual treatment and it really does sparkle. I've got a plain black model, same size as this, but without the tops. And then we've got one with a shaft with a base like this, which is also ready to go. The yellow one, but the yellow one's looking good and is ready for its gloss pretty much. It's just the base that isn't. The problem is I started the bases for both of them way too late, and these three are looking really good. So I was going to paint the rings on this one and make them stand out, but I'm thinking maybe not. This one complete, happy with. That just needs its gloss layer. So happy with that one, which is really nice. So pleased with that, and with the candle holders, which was the original reason. These are actually Primark candles, but I saw them and I love the gold style top, and I thought, you know what, that would be a perfect fit, and clearly it is. So they come just free with it. Obviously that's not charged, this is what we make, but I do supply that so you guys don't have to get it. We've got two different colours. We've got the plain one, which is in there now, and then we've got a red colour one, which is really nice. But happy with these so far. Obviously Mr. Green over here is getting there, so that's happening. It took ages to get this black one to be raised. You can see that the green one's on the actual base, whereas the black one is raised up. So now I need to figure out attaching the green, making sure it stays in position where I want it, and then finishing off, as I said, the sanding job, which is why we want this top to be removable at the moment, because I don't want to have to sand it with the top on and then accidentally sand the top. Sanding complete. You can see some rust spots, even some black spots, so the next layer of paint needs to be added, finally, to cover over, but also not to ruin. So we are doing an extra large model today, just to compare in size versus them. It is very large. It is built to take one of these. Oh, hello, it's lit. So for example, this one. It can also take a standard larger glass one. It's actually ready to sell as it is, but what we're going to be doing is taking it apart into 3 pieces. And then we're going to be refining it down more and adding some diamonds to it. So we've got a couple more to get out. Let's swap hands. And then we'll be having some fun with some of these. And you can see why normally we'd use smaller ones like these for something like this. But actually when you compare these, which is this size, to that, it's a lot smaller. So these are larger size plain white diamonds, and then we've got a couple of other colours that we'll use to mix in. A nice little pink one there. We've got a couple of other selections that I might pop in later on, but yeah, here you can see there's some imperfections, so we need to sand everything down, get everything finished off perfectly, and then we can work on just maybe doing a bit of paint work and then developing from there.
we're just trying to get these little bits here. If you can see, that's there. So gently get underneath, making sure not to damage. Lift it off, then we cut, and then we sand. Okay, so I've just finished off doing the sanding underneath. Now I'm just going to go around the top, because when this model is printed, it comes out kind of like that with the tops, and then I take them off and then sand it down. So I've just finished painting and repairing the black. Basically going over the top, I sanded the top down and then painted it black. I've done the same with the underlines where I sanded it there. You can still slightly see where the tops used to be that I took off to fit with the smaller candle, but it still looks really good. Still quite pleased with that really. So at the moment I'm letting that dry, and then once it's dried and things I can fully tell how it's going to look in the end. I've used one of my favourite blacks, which is the Crawford and Black acrylic paint, and then after I'm finished with that I can then do the gloss layer. So we're getting there. Something I forgot to mention, I'm a bit concerned really about glossing it, because the more work I do, the more time I put in, and then the higher I've got to charge, and I really wanted to have like a low cost one of these to launch. And obviously I put quite a lot of hours into the painting, sanding, doing that as standard anyway, and the more work I'm going to do to it, the higher the cost. So I don't know whether to actually leave it as is, but I think it'll look really good with gloss layer on it. So maybe just one layer of gloss, keep the cost down for everyone, and then let it be done. I mean, there's only one of them, so only one person's going to get it, but we'll see how it goes.
So I am creating a new type of shaft, getting this printed and sorted out there. So that's happening while I am going to start doing the other tea light models. Look how shiny the base is. It's looking really good, isn't it? And it's so smooth, it's printing so well. This is actually quite a really good filament. We've been through about 10 different types so far to try and get the best ones. Really liking it.
Yeah, had loads of problems printing different things, different errors happening over time. This is just a couple of examples of what goes wrong. There's so many of these. I've knocked one of them off the sides as well. Here's an extra large torch base. Yeah, getting there. There's the 3D files, always working through and changing the designs on that. It takes so long to like come out with how you want to do it. Do you want to do like a crisscross infill like that, which is really strong, but then sometimes it can make the top here look a bit different. So then you can add more layers to the top to fix that.
And it's just constant screwing around, honestly. This has got to be like the 5th one of these that I've done. And you can see this is just a base. This is just to keep what you're making connected to this base plate. It's called a brim. But yeah, so come on, please work. Here's getting a bit further ahead now. This is going to be one of the mini tea light models. I'm really hoping that all these supports holds everything down. Sometimes it's these ones that screw over, and this one sometimes warps upwards, as I showed in a separate video. So I'm hoping now that we're actually going to have the whole thing coming down. They're going to help hold each other together rather than potentially one small one like this lifting off. Hopefully all of this will hold everything down, and then we just leave it to cool until it pops off itself. Fingers crossed, guys, come on. Check it out. We are getting there. We are slowly getting there. This bad boy is a printing. We've got a shaft, we've got the base, and we've got the top all printing at once. Normally not recommended because it does cause issues. And then if one issue happens, it fucks all the others up. Excuse the language. But right here, you can see the start of the inside here, which is where the shaft drops into. And you can see a hole all the way through here, which is the top. So the shaft obviously goes into the bottom and the top. And then it's going to soon put a layer on top of there, just so the shaft doesn't keep on going through, of course. But yeah, getting there. It's still going. It's still going. Here she is. We've completed the bottom. We've completed the top, almost. And yeah, it's doing the shaft. And the shaft's obviously the tallest, longest part, so gonna have to wait and see how that goes. But yeah, get in there, guys. You can see the progression.
One thing I wasn't sure if I was going to share with you guys is I've actually had quite a few health problems at the moment. So I've had to have part surgery yesterday. I've been in hospital last week twice. Oh shit, I'm getting cold. So yeah, stuff's going on. But in positive news, check this bad boy out. So the base and the top is fully connected. We've done the top. Everything's sanded, as you can see. The idea is this one's going to be a low cost one, so I can't really warrant spending more time on it, because I do calculate out the hours and things like that, and the more time I spend, I do charge for that. So I think keeping this as it is, add a gloss layer to it, that'd be really nice. You can also see these little guys hiding in the background here. They are getting there. These I haven't actually worked on in over 2 weeks because I've been in hospital and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to getting these done and getting them online. That's really cool. Also, you can see now that the green is actually extended off the base finally. Yay! So that's raised, just like I mentioned with the black one was. The yellow one I need to check on, but I think that's fine. It's slightly lower, but again, the base needs to be more painted and finished off. But pleased with that. Pleased with how these are coming out. They're looking really good. This is what the big ones can take. Oh, if I don't look through the camera, I'll get it right. So there you go. So that is a 20 centilitre candle. Normally, you'd also have like tips coming off here. But this one's just the one that's more intended for these models. I mean, you get a brand new one of these, you wouldn't get, you know, a used one like this one. So you get a brand new one like that, and then it's a perfect fit in the top. Really, this top is the exact same as that top, but it just comes with the shaft and it comes with the base. I really like this smoothed out base. That looks really good. This has come out really well, and then this has come out really well as well. And at the moment it's rotatable, but just before I do the gloss, I'm permanently attached the pieces together, which involves, because there's a maker's mark somewhere there, you can see that maker's line. There's also a maker's line there, which is really faint, and then there's a maker's line here. So I line all those up. These two are already connected permanently. I need to permanently connect this to this, and then jobs are good. And it's all one piece, and you can kind of just lift it like that, set it down, do whatever you want with it. Some of them, like this one, it's fully detachable. So that's actually 24 karat gold foil. I haven't really mentioned anything about that one. 2 yellow diamonds and then a ruby in the middle. And the idea was for it to be able to go on stands like this, or alternatively a stand like this. This is a different one. This is actually a home model, if you didn't guess. So it's you know, it's my own one. I put blue tack in there to connect that, because I don't want it to stretch the gold at the bottom. And there you go. It kind of just sits there and it sits all pretty. And I think I'll release one of these ones soon to the public. Do another one of the exact same. Do the gold layer in again. You can see there's a slight fault at the top here, where this was actually the first one I ever gem encrusted. So quite close to the heart, that one. There you go. And then my favourite one of all that you've probably seen in some of the videos is the ruby diamond one. So we've got that here. I was using that last night, which is why it's over by the fireplace. It's just going with some coal in it. Yeah, look how pretty it is. It's awesome. You can see what I mean about the different colour lines, but it's a real finicky. I had it perfect for a long time. I haven't done a gloss coat on this, and it wasn't water protected. And then I smeared it and I repainted, and you can see I actually fudged the lines up a bit. But normally I repair that, fix it, repaint over, but I just love it too much. I love the faults, I love everything about it, so I kind of just left it as is, as it's my own model. There's a lot of love. I've knocked it over a couple of times, so the tops are cracked here where I've fixed them. So fair warning, look after them. They are cared for, they are loved, they take a long time to make. You need to really look after them. But check that bad boy out. Ain't she beautiful? Hey, yeah. And diamonds go all the way round to the back. Sorry, the rubies, I suppose. The rubies. They're actually cubic zirconica diamonds that are coloured red, so they sparkle even more in the light. Anyway, I'll stop blabbering on and leave you guys to it. Check that out. I went for a real craft effect. I tried to use 3 different colours to kind of get it to look that medieval wood colour, which I think came out quite well. And I even used some green on it as well, so you can see a bit of greeny colour there. I wanted it to make it look like a Lord of the Rings treasure piece or something that would be lost for 1,000 years. That was my aim with this, and I think I kind of pulled it off. Really pleased. Anyway, I better lie down and take a break.